Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're well. Just thought it is a beautiful night. There is no wind. So let's go for a little wander around the garden at sunset. If you're just tuning in, please pop any questions down in the comments. I'll be happy to answer any questions as we walk around the gardens. We're currently out in Mexico, North America, and we're just going to go for a wander. Probably end up around in South America eventually. So yeah, we're in Mexico for now. Like I said, if you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below. Here's Prickles. Hey, Prickles. And here's Oreo. They're just joining us for a little wander around the gardens. Sun is just going down. No wind at all. Beautiful time for a walk around. So as we go around, if you've got any questions, pop them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer. Just to kick things off, for those of you who haven't joined us for a live session before, actually give us a wave if you haven't joined us. Give us a wave if this is your first ever live tour with us. There's a few love hearts down the bottom there. Thanks for that, guys. So basically, my dad, Jim, started this garden back in 1986. We opened in 1988. And this garden was formed mostly with a little bit of his dad's collection. And while we're here, you can just see this massive pharaoh cactus that's fallen down with all the wind and rain we've had. And so then there was a massive collection that he bought from South Australia. So Mr. Ed Cromer had travelled the world collecting cacti. And Dad was lucky enough to be able to buy that collection. And as a kid, the backyard was a 1/4 acre cactus garden. And then over the years, it just kept expanding and expanding and expanding. And now we've got over 12 acres of landscape garden and another 8 acres yet to be opened. That's, the bones are there, but we just need those plants to get a little bit more growth into them and define the paths better and put some rocks in and really just finish the landscaping off. So we're just starting to come around to the end of Mexico and into South America. And you'll see out here we've got a massive hole down there. It's a big sand pit. As a kid, I used to play down here and hunt rabbits and foxes with the dogs. And up here there's a pink Star Wars dome that is a bit of a lookout. And that lookout has a beautiful 360-degree view of the gardens. I haven't noticed any questions in the comments yet, so please feel free to jump in. If you've got any questions, let us know what they are. So then Mum was a school teacher, and this was originally a peach orchard. So the peach orchard got bulldozed. That's, how the garden started. And then Dad got into farming because he needed to earn enough income to be able to keep his dream alive. So he did vegetable production here. Over the years, they've done broccoli, zucchinis, yellow squash, white zucchini. And so they dabbled in a bit of everything that they could to make a little bit of money to keep the dream alive. And as you can imagine, back 30 years ago, growing a cactus garden was considered quite crazy and quite out there. And so, yeah, there was a lot of debate around the kitchen table as a kid as to what the hell we were doing with our lives. I noticed there's a few questions, so I'm just going to go back and have a quick squiz. How tall are the biggest cactus in the garden? Thanks so much. Great question. One of the tallest is just here, so we'll just go around and have a look. It's probably about 8 or 9 meters tall now. So it's pretty big. And as you can see, we did get a lot of rain. We had a massive downpour yesterday. That's one of our biggest cacti. It's probably 8 or 9 meters tall, I reckon. It's a bit of a giant. And then in terms of bigger, thicker cacti, some of these guys out here would be our biggest, just in terms of nice big growing Pasicana terscheckii. the big fat ones, what are these to your right? Oh, that was a little while ago. Sorry, Amy. I'm trying to think. I reckon back there, it's probably more of these then. It's probably these Pasicana. If not, it might be the Sorencia, which have coloured flowers. There it is. Sorry, Amy. How long would the paths take to get rid of the remaining of the rain? It's pretty dry now, so the gardens are pretty good at draining now, but you can see it does cause a little bit of damage. So if that gets in under a big cactus like this one, then you'll just see it topple over. So we're constantly out here doing a bit of maintenance. And then areas like this, all I've got to do is bring a shovel out in the morning and just let that drain again. And that'll all be gone within, 20 minutes. And then, of course, once the sun comes out, it's so hot here, so everything does dry up very quickly once the sun comes out. Up here, we've got a little bit of cereus fruit as well. Does it take... Thanks, you just answered. Perfect, thanks, Amy. Just checking the questions real quick. Does it take... Oh, sorry, you're just correcting something from earlier. Easy peasy. So this is one of our really tasty cereus peruvianus fruits. So the beauty of this one is that it is relatively easy to pick because it's spineless. So the guys at the moment are picking a prickly pear fruit, which we can go have a look at later. But this one here, really super sweet and super edible. And thanks, Tamara, I bet. Where's the best spot to get photos at sunset? Out here, this is a really good spot. You want to shoot towards the sunset so that you get that in the backdrop. And if you want to get blue skies, you actually just go back a trail. So back into this area here. And you shoot up into the gardens. I'll see if I can find a good spot just to give you an example. So Tamara, who just commented in the comments, is currently working here. So her and her partner Benny are here from Germany. And look at Prickles. Is that good, buddy? It's been a bit of a hot day, so they're just loving the water. Just don't shake on me, please. And yeah, so Benny and Max and a few of the others who have started picking the prickly pear fruit. We use that in our cactus ice cream. The skins go to the cider makers. To the gin distillery. They make a prickly pear liqueur. And so lots of exciting things coming soon. Beautiful spot for the sunset, like blue skies, no trees. Always a great spot to visit and recommend to Melburnians. Thanks, Kush. Very nice. Hey, is anyone in here going to the Victorian Tourism Awards on Thursday? Let us know. Be great to catch up. I'm just trying to think. Oh, look at that. That definitely needs filling in. Tomorrow, if you're still here, let Benny know. Where was I up to? So yeah, we farming really was just a money maker. We just needed that to get through until we could do the cacti full time. I joined the business, and about 6 years after that, I think it took us about 6 years before we could hire a mentor. We took on a business mentor in Shep, and he chaired the board of our organisation for a little bit and helped us get profitable enough so that we could do Cactus Country full time and stop farming. And even through COVID, we've actually managed to grow the business. And yeah, it's actually, we're in a really good position now where we're looking at lots of exciting projects. So yeah, it's been a real hard road for mum and dad especially to go from farming to tourism, but we're in a really exciting spot now. So wow, Benny, we'll have a look. Thanks, Tamara. I love this place. Look forward to visiting again. Thank you so much. That's lovely. So yeah, that's a little bit of our journey and our story. I don't want to make it too much business talk, especially when we've got these beautiful cacti and views out here tonight. But for some people, it's really interesting to hear the journey of how mum and dad went from school teacher and farmer to owning one of Australia's largest cactus gardens. Trico Chaz, yes, you definitely need to make a visit, mate. Well, guys, thanks so much for joining me tonight, and for the comments and for the questions. It's been a real joy to walk around with you guys. Yeah, it would be great to see you all out here at some point. March and April are going to be crazy busy, and Feb's a bit of a quieter month, so if you'd prefer to see the gardens a little bit quieter and have a bit more of it to yourself, then definitely try and schedule a trip in Feb. All right, signing out, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Chat soon. Night, everyone. Thank you. Lovely comments.